All right, we're on. Welcome everyone to this interview, this podcast with the amazing Shivam. Welcome.
Hello everyone. Thank you, Mackenzie, for inviting me here today. I'm so excited about this episode of your podcast.
So excited to have you here. This is going to be a really good one.
Yeah, I'm excited.
So I'll just do a quick introduction. So Shivam is a business analyst at a business called Munro Footwear Group. He's been there for, I believe, 2-3 months now.
Yeah.
And prior to that, he's completed a master's degree from Monash University in Business Information Systems. And I believe came from overseas to study here. So Shivam, could you just tell us a little bit about what you're doing in your role right now?
Oh yeah, hello everyone. Shivam here. I am currently working as a business analyst at Munro Footwear Group and a Reiki master practitioner at Melbourne Reiki and Wellness. So my current role is basically a BA's role, an orthodox BA's role, in which I have to manage a lot of stakeholders, organize a lot of stand-ups for my teams in different projects, and make sure that requirements are regularly captured and they are captured in the right order. And I'm making sure that whatever requirements the stakeholders have, the development team is building the same thing. So this is basically my day looks like, being a part of a lot of exciting meetings, stand-ups, doing a lot of brainstorming in workshops. So this is what my day looks like, and with a lot of free coffee from my work and a lot of table tennis with my colleagues.
That's awesome. Are you enjoying the role?
I am loving the role. I think enjoying is an understatement, and I'm loving the role. Like it's been so, the work culture here is like so good. Like even though apart from the work culture, I think I see a lot of professional growth in this company. I can see myself in this company for a long time, seeing the lot of projects that are in the pipeline and how the company is investing in its employees. It's a very good opportunity for me, as I'm still very young. And I want to see myself, delivering projects in a very high role in this company. So this is what my long-term goals are.
Amazing. And before, because you wanted to be a business analyst for a while, or break into the Australian BA industry,
market.
I suppose.
Yes.
And you also studied something which was, which was related to information systems and business analysis. So was it, when you joined the organization, were there any differences between what you expected and the reality of, a day in the life of a BA?
Exactly. I think there is a huge difference. It's what we are being taught in the university and what we actually face on the first day of your role. So there are a lot of, moving pieces in the industry. So in university, I will give you an example. They will give you a smooth case and they will give you to say, have some assumptions, about a particular case while drawing the requirements. But like the wherever the risk finishes in the university projects, the risk actually starts in your work. Like the level of the risk is so high, and there is actually a lot of difference. But there's a silver lining. But the industry knows that no university can match it. All they want from you is your can-do attitude, and they want to welcome you basically, and they want you to see working with them, not like all by yourself. They want you to be part of the team holistically, and they know that anyone can do it. They just need someone with a can-do attitude. Okay, you don't know it in university, no problem. You can learn now. We can all learn together. So you need to have that attitude. And I think my first month was a very stressful. I thought that, oh my God, I think I need to have another degree maybe, because this is not working out for me. I've never been taught this kind of business analysis in my life. What is happening? And then I realized this. Oh, okay. Then I had a shift in perception. Like, you pay university to learn, and these guys are literally paying me to learn with them. So there was a change in perception in my mind, and that's what kept me going. And now I'm at a safe stage after 2 months. Now I understand my role. Now I'm adding value to the team as well as to the projects. And now I think my professional growth has started officially, starting from this month. So yeah.
That's amazing. It's definitely a stark difference to when we first met a long time ago now. I don't even remember when we first met. But
November, it was in November 2021.
yeah, wow. So it's been about a year,
Yeah.
more than a year since we first met. So
Yeah.
let's dive back in, because I think a lot of people who are watching this probably want to follow in your footsteps. They want to get a BA job, and this video is probably going to be titled something like "How to Get a BA Job in Melbourne" or something. So looking back to Shivam in November 21, what would you say were maybe some of the mistakes that you were making with your job search, or perceptions that you had that turned out to be incorrect about the job market?
Okay. Thank you so much for putting that. I would first of all talk about the perception. The first of all myth that we have, being an overseas student, you can only get a job, like a technical job, if you are the permanent resident. I think this is the first thing that students need to understand who are from overseas, that it's a vicious cycle. So, you need a job to get a PR, and you need PR to get a job. So it never ends. If you do actually analysis, I was reading this on LinkedIn about the same aspect. The most people working in an organization would be immigrants, and that would be on a graduate visa or an overseas visa. So there are very less percentage of permanent residents there. There are some high-end companies like Accenture. 2 or 3 of them are there, like Accenture, who only give opportunities to PR. But there are 99, I would say more than 90% of the companies out there which will give you a job even if you are not PR. Even in my team, working at Monroe Footwear Group, we all are immigrants. 99% of our team are immigrants. So yeah, so that's the number one myth. Second perception is that second mistake that I did, I just blindly applied to all of the jobs that I see without even, making my application suitable to the job. I will have just one resume. I will just keep on blindly applying to the job. Same cover letter, copy paste, change the name of the company, don't even change the font, just do it. I think that was the second mistake. You actually have to tailor your application to the job role. I would never read another mistake, I would never read the job profile carefully. I would see the job title, business analyst, that's for me, keep on, let's apply. Without even thinking that's that. And then I would apply to hundreds of jobs without even doing a reflection. Okay, what's my dream job looks like? What's my, what kind of role do I want? What kind of culture do I want? I didn't ask myself that questions in November 2021. And these were all the mistakes that I did. And I don't want to get started about the rejections, because I used to get rejected, and most of the companies won't even care to reply you after months of applying. So, and one more thing, I never keep track of how many applications did I apply for. So these are all the mistakes that I did in November before coming to grad jobs. Like, this was all my attitude after, graduating, and just keep on to blindly applying for the jobs.
And so when did you graduate? What month?
I graduated in August 2021.
Okay, so you graduated in August 21. When did you start looking for jobs?
In August 2021 itself. I started looking after the job. That was another mistake. I should have been proactive and started looking when I was a graduate, but I didn't know that people are like so proactive. I was just lazy procrastinating, Yeah.
Okay, so like just paint, I really want to paint a picture of what it was like when you were, in that space where the results weren't coming, and then we'll move into the painting of a picture where success was just kind of not easy, but it naturally just happened. So before you completed your degree, August, you waited too late to start applying. You started applying for a few months, 4 months or so, 3-4 months.
Yeah.
Lots and lots of applications, not tailoring, not really networking, and hundreds of applications, are you saying?
Yes,
Easily hundreds. And so how many interviews did you get before, say, November 21, that first 3 or 4 months?
That was only Relax Solutions. That was my dream company, and one interview chance did I get with them. Other than that, I think it was not even 1 over 100, 0.01%, you want to say? It's even less than that, I'm telling you. I applied to the more jobs, and I was having only one interview at the end of that. So it's not it was not a good approach, to be honest.
Got it. And then I feel like in between that time something else happened. You kind of had another role that kind of got exciting and kind of took your
Exactly.
yeah. So could you tell us a bit about like what happened between the end of your degree or when you got this other role
Yeah.
and when you started looking properly for a BA role, which is more I think towards the end of 22.
Yeah. So I will tell you what happened. I think first of all, I was doing this. I joined this company, Move the Removalist platform, in which I was doing a sales job. So sales was very, very, I was very, very afraid of sales. So that's why I was proactively still looking for BA job, because I haven't have a marketing degree or a sales degree. I had a business analyst degree. So I was keep looking for, BA roles. And then I saw your post on LinkedIn, and then when we got connected on LinkedIn in November. And that's where I joined, grad jobs, and that's where I started preparing for my application. Like that's where, and I started doing networking. That's where I even Relax Solutions rejected me. I approached the CEO, and CEO got back to me. That's where I started doing all the networking things, doing all the cold messages to the recruiters, to the decision makers, which was actually working for me. Like Relax got back to me that they will give me an opportunity once they will have a position. There was another company, Striker, which said that, which I got into the interview round, but then I was like, they rejected me because my interview didn't go well. But still, I did a lot of networking on LinkedIn with the recruiters. They were so excited for me, but things didn't go well. But I did all the course thoroughly, so I knew at what stage what do I have to apply, and I was regular in from November 2021 to early 2-3 months of 2022. I was regular in the stand-up calls that you carry out. So I learned a lot from other people as well. Sometimes recruiter get in touch with you, and sometimes you are unavailable. So at that time, you need to have that course in your mind running, the grad job course, that what do I reply to this situation. Or one thing might favor for you, your colleague, like your grad job colleague, your grad job peer might have gone through certain thing, and you might have picked it from your session with him in the stand-up call. So you can I actually made use of that thing as well. I got late for applying for a job at Metal Group, and I used the template that we have, that I made a mistake. I wasn't able to to apply for the job, and they got back to me on LinkedIn. Like someone in their company had 15,000 followers on LinkedIn. He said that don't worry, your application will be considered. And the recruiter calls me that okay, we will consider your application. And I was like so happy. I was like, oh my god, this is actually really happening. And then after that, they still got in touch with me. Oh, see, we have a huge volume of applications. Sorry, we can't accommodate you, but still, it worked out for me. People replied me on my cold messages. That was like the positive takeaway that I had. That increased my confidence that it can actually work. It's working. I'm on the right track. And within the sales job, I would say that I started enjoying it. So I said that okay, I'm gonna grow here. I'm actually seeing a lot of opportunities and growth in this company as well. And I'm doing sales, and kind of business analyst is also managing people as well. So I'm gonna learn transferable skills. And at the end of the day, with a little bit of BA skills with my current work as well, I was able to add a lot of value to my resume. So this is what happened. So I was doing this course on my side. The course was very, very important. I did my course, I think at the start of 2022, my course was done. Like I did a review when we transferred to the school platform from my grads. I see that we have a very good crystal vision. We need to clear about how what define your dream job. That's what I started doing it all over again. I need to have a crystal clear vision, all about the affirmations that you have. You need to be positive, believe in yourself that there are actually jobs there. It's very, very important. So that's what I did. In the meantime, when I was not actually looking for the jobs, but still I would come, do the content because I was learning. And you won't believe, in my current job, I have to approach a lot of stakeholders, not in my current company, but not in my own company, but the external vendors as well. And I still use the same grad job, the things that I have learned in grad jobs, that how to approach someone, because at the end of the day you need to have that connection. Networking is very, very important, even within your same company and within the other company, like the external vendors as well. I use the same things. I open their LinkedIn, I see their things they like, and I tailor my message according to that, and I still get my work going through grad jobs. And I'm so grateful for the year that I invested in learning the content from grad jobs again and again, because that is what actually helping me in my professional life as well. That's the best investment that I made in the last 2021, to actually join the grad jobs, my grad jobs. Yeah.
Awesome. Very kind words. So just to summarize, so you finished your degree, started looking for jobs, hundreds of applications, wasn't really working out. Then you started grad jobs. You started kind of getting help from me, coming to the coaching calls, and going through the platform, networking with the community, learning about networking, marketing, resumes, interviewing, blah blah. But then your part-time job got kind of interesting. So you kind of stopped a bit. You had this information, but you weren't really looking. And then, so when was it you actually started looking again seriously? Was it like late 2022?
Yeah, exactly. When my contract suddenly finished at my previous company, the company had no job. So October, it was the first Monday of October. Suddenly, got back. They said that, oh, you don't have a job. Tuesday, I had a stand-up call. We tailored a resume, and the next Wednesday, I got an opportunity. My first opportunity in the first week of leaving my job as well. And my LinkedIn was giving me so many views. We got in touch in the same period. My LinkedIn views are like 125% every week from last week. So it was increasing, because the 2-3 days I actually, optimized our LinkedIn, I was getting a lot of opportunities. Like, oh my God, I can't even believe it. I still have a lot of in-mail. I can share the screenshots. Like literally, ERP BA, you want a fixed time contract. Still, BA. I have so many. I still have, I won't lie, at least 5 opportunities in my LinkedIn. And still, and I had kind of 2 opportunities with me. Relax got back in touch with me, and I reached to the final stage of Relax once again. And this was this Monroe Footwear Group as well. It all was happening between October and November. So October was, I come into the calls. We had some interview practices as well, and you helped me a lot with my resume as well. We need to have the same resume, because there was a lot of change in, because you optimized my resume again. Then what was at the start of 2022, we again changed it, and it worked it. And Relax, actually have a message when Relax said that, oh, we are so impressed by your CV and your LinkedIn, the way you talk about Relax, you know a lot. And they actually qualified me through the first interview straight away. You know a lot about the company, so you're automatically qualified. My first interview was just 10 minutes. And usually for other candidates, it's like 30 minutes. The interviewer shared this thing with me, you know a lot about Relax, so let's go to that. And apparently I didn't make it through the Relax, but because I've got a better opportunity at Monroe Footwear Group, and that is another story. I never applied for that job. Random recruiter called me, oh, you're interested for this job? I said, yeah, why not? And they got in touch with me. I had 3 interviews. First of all, over the call. Second, with my senior business analyst, and Nella, my manager's manager. And then after that, with the CTO of the company, I have a face-to-face interview as well, actually. They invited me to the company to actually see to how I behave, how I go for a coffee. They invited me for a coffee, and it all happened over a cup of coffee in a cafe interview. So that's how I got hired. So every aspect of grad jobs, like from coffee to, overturning decisions, to, to challenging decisions, to missing the deadlines, getting a reply from CEO. I think I have touched every aspect of it in the last year, and everything has been a learning experience for me. Yeah.
That's awesome. So if we kind of summarize, you went from trying this approach that wasn't working, which is what most people do, like applying to lots of jobs. And so it seems like the main steps you took were pretty much what we do with most people at grad jobs. It's like figuring out what it is you really, really want. Where do you really, really want to be? Having that clear goal.
Exactly.
Getting your mindset in the right place. Building a really strong resume, LinkedIn, anything that's marketing, cover letters. Being able to find hidden and advertised jobs, being able to network and actually just talk to people, have coffees, have interviews. So once you implemented all of that, which it seemed like was kind of percolating in your head over like a course of almost a year as you were in this other job, then once you implemented it, within like a week, you started getting like interviews, and then so when did you actually get the first offer as a BA from Monroe? Was that November?
It was October. I got the
same
first
month.
job in the same month.
Yeah,
exactly.
Wow, okay. That's pretty
exactly
awesome.
in the same month. 26th of November, 26th of October, I got my job offer at Monroe.
Amazing.
Within the 1 month, I came to the grad job calls once again. That Mackenzie, we need to work again. And within 1 month, within weeks, I had a job offer in hand.
Amazing. What kind of advice would you give to someone? Maybe they want to be a business analyst, or they just want to break into their dream job as a graduate. They've done the degree or they're studying. How do they fast track that process? What do they need to focus on?
I think because where I come from overseas, finding a job, getting a job process is different. So I think it's better to have a coach, first of all, who can guide you, who can lay a process for you so that you can follow. I think the best advice I can give you is to join my grad jobs because that would be a great thing, because it's a process, right? It's a 6-step process. If you follow it, you'll get it. And the second thing, there are some key, my favorite components is that define your dream job, define your role. You know what a work of a developer or of a business analyst is. You know, you have a degree in your hand. What role do you want? Because BA as a whole is so vast. What kind of BA role do you want to do? Shortlist the companies which have the similar role and start approaching. Put a name to your application if you're applying for advertised job. Don't afraid of sending cold messages. People are gonna reply. You at the end of the day, only you're gonna have one. Always remember, you're going to do one job only. Rest everything is gonna be rejections. To be honest, one job you're gonna do the one job. So that's what my advice is basically. Just get things clear in your hand. Follow the process. Do a lot of interview practice and rest. You need to first believe that there are jobs there. No PR, nothing, no PR barriers. Nothing is gonna stop you. And industry understands that you can't learn everything in the uni. They are here to teach you. You just need to have that can-do attitude. They don't. If you will say anything no in the interview, you will be stressed out. That's a very big turn off for them. If you will be confident, if you will own the mistake, if you will own that, I don't know this answer, but I'll get back to you. Just the same interview thing practice that we do. If you don't know how to handle a question that you don't know answer, they will understand this guy know how to handle situations. So we will teach him. Learning is not a problem in this industry. You can learn the things in like a month and you will start doing the value. It's just about how you handle the things, how you prepare that interview practice. And I think that is the most challenging part, and that's the most fruitful part as well.
Awesome. I hope that's really, really valuable for people listening. I had another question. It's slipped my mind. Oh yeah, so you said so it seemed that one of the big things that helped you secure this role, and also it seems lots of other job opportunities, is through optimizing your LinkedIn profile. And
yes.
And so you mentioned that when you optimized it, once you'd done your resume, you'd got your goal clear, your mindset was good, you knew how to network, you optimized LinkedIn, you started getting opportunities, and that's where Monroe, the actual opportunity, came from, right? They reached out to you.
Yeah, so exactly.
I just find this, I tell people this story because a lot of people, they'll ask, should I apply for a job if I don't think I've got enough experience, or they ask for more experience. So could you tell us about the story of this job and how you got it, and the job advert that you later saw once you'd got the offer?
Oh my God, this is the story. Okay, so this Monroe Footwear Group recruiter from a recruitment agency by the name Invisible Partners approached me that they have this opportunity at a footwear group. They had an interview with me, or they said that, oh, I think you could be very, very good fit. Now, people from Monroe group will get in touch with you. So the HR recruiter and recruitment team got in touch with me, and they said that, oh, they had an interview with me, and I just gave them. And after that, I had an interview with the team, and they said that the position is business analyst. So I had an interview with the senior business analyst and change delivery manager. So I had an interview with them. They asked me some technical questions. They asked me, where do you want to see yourself in 5 years? I was really prepared from our practice from the interview. I asked some follow-up questions. I made the conversation interesting. And within a day, they invited me to their company to have a face-to-face interview with the same people and with one more senior employee of the company, the CTO of the company. So I had an interview with them, and we had an interview over the coffee. So apparently that was Friday, and Monday I had an offer. So Monday they send me, say that, can you please fill this link? I was like, okay, I'll open this link, and maybe it might be information, but actually it was the job advertisement. And I looked at the advertisement. I still have the screenshot. They said that, oh my God, that was the most, like, I got scared. I was like, oh my God, is it like, I think they have made a mistake. I got in touch with the HR again. I said that, why are you sending me this? I think this is for another business analyst role. I was like, they're like, no, this is for you. This is just a formality that the role has been fulfilled. We just want to put it in the records. It's for your role as well. And then I actually looked at the role. Oh my God, I was like, they need minimum 3 to 5 years of experience in the retail. You need to know this methodology. You need to know that methodology. I was like, if this job was advertised, I would have never applied for this job. Minimum 3 to 5 years experience in retail. I had 3 months experience in retail, and I was like, oh my God, I applied for this. And it's so funny that I actually got the job, and then I applied for the job. It's funny, isn't it? Like, I applied for the job once I had the offer, just for their record purposes, that we are hired from the normal streamlined process that they have. Someone applied, and we called for the interview, and that's how was the funny thing. And it was all through LinkedIn. I actually applied for the job after getting the job. It is a story of its own. Yeah.
That's crazy. And it's a really good story I like to tell people. I was just telling someone on one of our coaching calls 2 days ago. She was like, this job that they're asking for 2 years experience, I only have 1 year. I'm thinking I'm not going to apply. But then I tell them this story, and they're like, oh, okay. Why not?
Exactly. And I think it's more of a confidence, because I'm telling you, I'm working in an industry right now. I know how most of the retail industries are. They don't have people to work. They need people. I'm literally playing table tennis with my colleagues. They say that, oh, this employee is leaving. Do you have anyone in connection? And they was like, okay, I will see. I'll call someone from LinkedIn. I'll see if someone is approaching me. They will have this conversation. If anything will not happen within the team, then they will reach the HR, and then they will, they will get in touch with put the job. Imagine if some cold call, someone had cold messages the employee of my company, he would have got the job. He or she would have got the job. Or if anyone would have applied from the job advertisement, not worrying that it's so intimidating, or not worrying that it needs more experience than I currently have, they would have got the job. That's how it happens in the industry. Like, literal, I'm telling you the face. I was so shocked having such conversations with my colleagues that we need to fill a role of data engineer. How are we going to get the data engineer? Do you have someone in mind? If not, within a week, you just go to the HR, and the HR will go to the recruitment agency. And it's a time. Imagine someone cold messaging employee of my company for that role. See the chances. The odds are very less, but still there are. Like, you can get a conversion from there as well.
Yeah, it's a really common question. People, they ask me, well, why am I reaching out to companies when I don't know if they're hiring? And that's like, it's the whole reason why you do it, right? You do it because you don't know.
Exactly. You don't know how we feel like I think I had this again, the mistakes that I had. First of all, there are very less jobs in Melbourne. Only PRs get the job. No, both are wrong. There are a lot of jobs in the industry. They don't have, our company doesn't have people to work. Like literally, like I am in multiple projects. So I'm double loaded. My previous business analyst who was there was overloaded. That's why I got an opportunity. They realized it in a week, and within a month, I was there working for them. It's just a realization in the teams. So you need to be very optimistic. Again, the first, second, third step that you need to have a clear mind. You need to be positive throughout the process. Yes, you will be demotivated. Yes, you will face the rejections, but I think rejections, if you reflect upon them, will be your greatest learnings.
Definitely. And it's kind of like the analogy I've been using recently is fishing. I don't know, have you been fishing before?
No, you can let me know the analogy, yeah.
But if you've been fishing before, you know how it is. You and it depends if you're good or not. I'm not very good, so there's a lot of rejection for me. But you go out, you figure out, what fish do you want to catch. You go to like the place where those fish live. Then you go out to figure out where they are. You put a nice, attractive bait that would attract that fish onto the end with a hook on it. So you attract their attention, and then the fish, if it likes it, it might bite on the bait because it wants to eat it. Then you reel it in and you catch the fish. So it's very similar with job searching, right? Like you go to a company, you try and figure out where do these business analyst jobs live. Go there, exactly. You put your bait on, you see if anything comes, and maybe you don't get a bite, right? And that's what happens in fishing. You might try for an hour and 2 hours, there's no bites. And you might even feel a little nibble, but there's no fish on there. It's kind of the same. You've got to, if you miss all the shots you don't take, right?
Exactly. And one more story I have for you. This is gonna, again, I remember I was also pursuing Relax as well in the meantime. Yeah. I got into the final interview and they rejected me again. They said that, oh, sorry. And then I said that, oh, I was really hoping. Still, I had the job at Mando, but I still wanted to have the feedback. They said that they sent me the feedback, screenshot of the feedback that you were very, very good. You just mentioned, you were just lost by just like 0.5 marks. And the recruiter made sure that next time, whenever a job opportunity comes, she said that it's in my email. I am going to approach myself to you. You don't have to apply for the job even. I'll approach to you. And if you have the capacity to work, you can join at that time. So I did a networking at that time as well. Networking is very important. So I did a networking with the recruiter of Freelance as well on LinkedIn.
So amazing. I think we could talk for hours, but the last question I've got for you is a bit different. For people who have joined grad jobs, so they're clients with us, they're trying to get their dream job, they've got all the resources, right? They've got tons of live coaching calls, they've got all the templates, the course, they've got the community, they've got support basically when they need it, they've got everything. But sometimes when you've got all of that support, you've got so much, it's hard to know, like, how do you get the most out of it, and what do you focus on every day? How do you just move forward and get results with that platform? So what would your advice be to those guys?
I think for me, first would be start doing the course immediately. Core part. I think the core is beautifully divided into 2 segments. So you first start doing the course. Start working on them side by side and start also joining the stand-ups. Even though you're not participating not in it, but still you will listen to the scenarios of the other people and it will actually help you a lot. And it's not a perfect thing. We're not living in a perfect world where you will finish the course and then the job opportunity will come. It will happen side by side. So you need to block out time in which you are gonna do the course every day and start preparing for a little bit for interviews and start working on your resume as well. So they have to be, block out times. Blocking time is managing time again is a very, very important thing. Get clear in your head what kinds of job you want. Again, that's the part of the course. I think everything is there in the course. That's why I said that. Keeping it short, just follow the course. The answers that you have in your mind, this difficult situation, everything is covered in the course. All the scenarios are covered in course. I think that would be my advice. And just be present in the stand-ups as much as you can. because you won't even know other situation. They got rejected in a situation, but still they talk about it in the grad jobs. Stand up, you might learn from them, and it might be a conversion for you. Yeah.
What do you say to people, because this is very common, people who lack confidence? They've been turned down from so many jobs. Maybe they've never even had a professional job or an internship. So they don't even know what success feels like. It's just they've been battered by all these rejections. So how do you approach that? What would you say to someone who's lacking that? They've got all these resources at their disposal, everything, but they're just lacking that confidence.
Again, I think that would be somewhat other than grad jobs. They have to start believing in yourself. First of all, again, there's a component in the grad jobs that talk a little bit about affirmations that, that's very, very important, because you have to first believe that there are jobs there, and you have to first believe know your self-worth, that you can actually work for the company, because that's, I think, should be the prerequisite, is to believe in yourself. That's the main thing. And I understand that believing in yourself is one thing, and having technical things on your resume is the other thing. That can also be covered. You can do a lot of courses on LinkedIn. I have done dozens of courses of business analyst on LinkedIn, and that's all in my resume. That I know certain content that even if directly in my jobs or in my uni I haven't done that work, now I have done the course, now I can reiterate my experience in my resume or in my interview in a better way. So you just keep on working what is in your hand. You don't have the experience, that is not in your hand, but what is in your hand is your ability to to fill out those gaps by working on yourself, by doing all the business analysis related work, and just keep on improving in your experience on your resume as well as in your speech while you are giving the interview. That's it.
Amazing. Out of curiosity, did you ever was there ever a point where you felt unsure about yourself and you thought maybe I won't get a BA job? Or for you, was it just always, I know I've got this, I know I've got this?
You see, December 2021, you and me had a chat. I said that when you reached follow up to me, you can go back to the chat. You said that I told Mackenzie, I told you I'm not having a good time. I'm not able to say. You said that I got you. You're good. You're good. You can do it. You can do it. And it happened 2-3 times. It happened in December 2021 itself, because I was doing the course and I was saying that I'm on a clock. Time is ticking. And the next year as well in the job, there was a bit. In April as well, I started looking for jobs, and then I was like, again overwhelmed. And then I had a conversation with you, and I was like, you again motivated me that it will be fine. You said that at that time, if you're finding happiness in your job, just do it for some time and then see what works for you. And it worked out for me. And I think you also motivated me from time to time, other than my other routine that I've put myself into that helped me a lot. But yes, I think I definitely was demotivated a lot in between through all of the rejections. But again, picking yourself back up is the key. Always making sure that comeback should always be stronger than the setbacks.
And it seems like trying to build yourself a bit of an environment that is supportive would be good as well.
Exactly, the community. And I think the grad jobs community has been amazing. I remember when I came in the October call, there was some grad jobs alumni who just got the job, and you just said that when they were leaving, oh, Shivam is going to be the next to get the job.
Did I?
Within 2 weeks, I got the job.
I don't remember that. Who was that?
Shivang and Shivang
Deep?
And the other one.
Was it Deep?
And which one?
Was it Deep?
Deep, yeah. Deep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those guys just got the job in the start of the October.
Yeah.
And September-ish, October-ish, and they were just coming for the stand-up calls to chill, and I was there with my resume, and they said, oh, Shivam is going to be the next one to join you. And within next week and a half, I was part of them. So I think the community was, and those guys helped me a lot as well. They helped me with the trips, and one of them took my interview as well. I don't remember who, but one of them did. So yeah, I took interview of the grad jobs peers as well back in 2022 as well. Like whenever I didn't have a job, but still we were doing a lot of practice. So I took a girl, took an interview of a girl in Adelaide. Like she was looking for a job in a medical field. So I did a
Oh,
lot of interview.
I think
Yeah,
I know. I think I know who that was.
yeah, I
She
know admin. She was looking for an admin job or something, or I
pro,
don't know.
the
Yeah,
project management one.
yeah,
You know,
exactly.
she got lots of offers. Have you touched base
Oh.
with her? You should congratulate her because you helped
Oh,
her with that.
really? Because I stopped, I was, because then the community kind of changed. So, and I stopped coming to the startup. So I didn't know where did it go, but I definitely am sure that definitely congratulated her
Hmm.
on when she got the job on LinkedIn.
Hmm.
But I didn't know, I didn't get in touch with her. Like, how many offers did she have?
Oh, okay. If it's the person I think you're talking about, I think she ended up getting 4 offers.
Oh, hell.
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah,
that's
and then
like,
she got 3 offers, and then she got another offer, a more senior one within like a few months. I think that's the person, but if not, it's great.
yeah, but yeah, again, I am talking about the community. I think we like it. It was really good, and that's how you make that's how you made was able to be part of the community at that time in the stand-up calls. Now you have a very beautiful community, thing where people can message each other. Earlier it was not that like that way, but still, right now it's more user friendly. So yeah, it's easy now. You can just approach anyone, and they'll get a job. You'll get a interview practice.
Yeah. Oh, awesome. What else? I think that's pretty much it. So if someone's not believing in themselves, your advice would be like you will have times like that.
Yes,
It's normal,
definitely.
but you've got to make your comebacks greater than your setbacks.
Setbacks.
You've got to
Yeah,
keep pushing. Try and get at least some sort of environment where you have someone there to pump you up and support you and push you. Whether it's like a community, whether it's like live calls with people, whether it's like having mentors,
exactly.
and believe in yourself. Just really, really believe in
Exactly.
yourself, no matter what. And I think you're right. It's actually really difficult to believe in yourself that you can
Exactly.
achieve those things that you want if you haven't even tasted it yet. Because you see all these other people doing it, and you're thinking, well, I've actually never done it. I don't know if it's even possible. And that's where I think, and some people might think this is voodoo, or it's not really, it's silly. But that's where I think having that clear vision of where you want to be, the visualizations, the affirmations,
Exactly.
programming yourself so that you do believe in
Exactly.
yourself
Again,
is important.
that's subconscious mind. I am a Reiki healer. I'm so spiritual, and that's what you said. That it's not voodoo stuff. Yet the external world is actually reflection of your inner self. So if you believe in yourself, I have literally manifested this job. I was telling my friend this morning how did I get this job, like, and I have written what kind of work culture did I want, what's important for me, how much financially I want to be secure, what activities I would do I want to secure, like I want to have at my work. Everything is written down. Every day I used to write down as a practice so that it became clear in my mind. I slept on it so many times. It got into my subconscious, and then just I was blessed with the opportunity out of nowhere. So I believe in it's not voodoo, it's subconscious mind. Scientifically, yeah. And it works. If you believe in yourself, the universe is gonna believe in you and it's gonna happen for you.
I know people definitely think this sounds weird, but like
Oh, I know.
it's seriously, until you actually experience it, it's hard to believe. I remember the same thing for me. I was dreaming of like grad jobs and basically the life I've got now. Many years ago, I was thinking about it exactly as
Yeah.
it was, like how I was going to help
Exactly.
people, all this stuff. So, anyway, I think people definitely they don't focus on mindset enough. I think that's like a massive gap in education in general because people, like, it doesn't really matter. Like you could be the best technical BA, like you could be the best in the world, but if you just don't believe in yourself, you don't know what you want, you don't have the right mindset, you won't go anywhere, right? In fact, if you don't believe in yourself, you'll probably even cause good opportunities to turn sour because you're subconsciously. Anyway,
Exactly.
could you just? I know it's been a long call. Do you have a couple more minutes? I just wanted to ask you about. Is it Reiki?
Yeah, Reiki, yeah.
Because you. It seems like you got this dream life going. You've got your
yeah.
BA role. You're playing your Call of Duty, and then
Exactly.
then the Reiki. So what is Reiki?
Yeah, exactly. And first of all, Mike, I'll tell you a little bit about my company. I work 5 days there, and that company has given me, you can finish your work Thursday early, and you can go and pursue your Reiki. We just want you to get your work done here, and you can pursue your Reiki. So I finish the work early, and then I go for my Reiki because they support me as well, and I still get paid. What kind of what kind of, other thing that I want. So coming back to your question, Reiki is a healing technique. It's a love-based healing technique. So we all are made up of energies. That's quantum physics. Like, we all are matter. Matter is made up of energy. E is equals to mc squared. Einstein gave us. So everything is energy. So we have this. Reiki means actually universal flow of energy. It's the abundant life force energy around us. You wake up in the morning and you feel beautiful plants and trees. If you go out in a park, you feel calm, right? So that's the energy affecting them. So Reiki is that abundant energy. So what happens in a Reiki session is that me as a healer, I'll scan your whole body, and I will feel intuitively where in your body energy is stuck. Now, this energy can be stuck through various things in your life. Like, if you go through certain bad things, like if you're experiencing grief, you feel heaviness in your chest, right, when something happens, and you feel depression here. This is nothing but energy stuck in different regions of your body. So as a Reiki healer, I intuitively scan it, and I just give abundant Reiki energy throughout the surroundings. I become a channel, and I give the Reiki energy, and that helps in dissolving the emotional blockages. And it's a very, very rest and digest, like your body gets into rest and digest mode in Reiki. That's where your body heals. So scientifically as well, Reiki works, but there is a lot less research, because people actually doesn't want you to know, because it will scrap the business of Western medicines. But still, it's a very, very powerful healing technique, to be honest. It complements. It's an alternate holistic, health service. So it helps you. It rejuvenates you and your overall being.
Very interesting. So is that kind of like Qi?
Yeah, Qi is so Qi is energy in Chinese. Qi is energy in Japanese. So this Reiki concept is comes from Japanese. It's the same thing. Qi is the same energy I'm talking about. That energy. It's the same energy concept.
It's very interesting. Very interesting. I was the other month now. I was looking up how to kind of what layout you should use for your house and different rooms to optimize the Qi. And I was just thinking at first I was like, this stuff seems just so silly. But then once you actually do it, it completely changes how you feel as you walk into the house. It's fascinating. It's fascinating.
It's fascinating. And I've been doing Reiki, and I was a very, very logical. And Marcus Aurelius, if you remember, we have put in my resume, Marcus Aurelius is my favorite philosopher. Those people are really, really logical in their life. Me being so logical and believing in Reiki is a turnaround in my life. Like, you can't you can't have an opinion about it without actually experiencing. I started having Reiki in January 2022, and it was so welcoming to me that I ended myself becoming a Reiki healer. Now I give Reiki to people, so it's working perfectly fine for me. I found a hobby in my 20s, which is painting.
It's awesome. Sounds like you got your dream life going. Was this how you designed it
Exactly. This is what, I think in my previous job, before this job, when I was doing this sales job, I started having what my next job is going to be like, because I saw Reiki coming as well in my life, and I saw a new job is going to come in my life. How I'm going to find the balance? So I always used to manifest my new job with a balance that people are supporting. My new company actually circulated a newsletter about me, that he's a Reiki healer. If you want, have a session, you can have a session with him. and they're supporting me. Everyone is asking me about Reiki. This is what I wanted. I manifested it, and now everything is around me like that.
So good. So good. I think we could talk for a long time.
Yeah.
But I don't want to keep you for too much longer.
Sure.
So any final words, final things you want to say to someone who's managed to watch this whole thing until the end?
Oh, just believe in yourself. Just believe in yourself, and things are gonna work for you. Always remember, things are gonna work for you. Just remember it. Just remember and do the course sincerely. You don't know what situation, what message, or what reply that's in the grad job course that you might have missed would have helped you in the other way. So you stick to the course. Go in this as many stand-ups as you can, and it will work for you.
Amazing. Awesome. Well, thank you very much, Shivam. I really, really appreciate you taking the time. Great to see you as always, and I'm sure we'll catch up soon.
Sure. Have a lovely day, Mackenzie. Thank you so much. Thank you again, Grad Jobs community and Grad Jobs. Thank you for having an organization like Grad Jobs. I think it was out of nowhere, but it gave me a lot of value. I learned a lot other than things to get a job, but how to use that job, how to use those techniques in my current job as well. So all thanks to you, Mackenzie.
Thank you.
I hope Grad Jobs grows, and I join this community again once if you have another venture of how to get promotions in the current job or how to leave a job.
You want that? Should I do that next thing?
Sure. I think you should definitely see that. Manage how to get promotions in job. I think that would be interesting. Because I realized it for you, because if I'm in the current job, I'm not gonna be in the same salary, right? I need to learn the techniques of how to get a job, and actually people are doing that. So I think you can also do that once you get this thing going. Once you feel like, I think that should be can be. I don't know.
Maybe, yeah. I've thought about it. I've thought about.
No, really?
I've had a few people ask if they could get help with doing like a. It's ironic. They get their dream job, and then after like a year or two, they say, "Actually, how do you leave that job?"
Yeah, exactly. I know. I know.
How do you make money but stay at home and do a business? So I haven't done it yet because I don't want to split my focus. But
exactly.
Yeah, maybe we'll see.
Maybe.
Awesome. Anyway, thank you so much. I'll let you go.
Thank you so much. Okay.
And thanks everyone for listening. Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.